guys, welcome to Better Bachelor. My name is Joker with a face for radio and a voice for print. You know, one of the things that I talk about all the time is I talk about these crazy women that jump on OnlyFans or they jump on these pay-for-play sites and they sell their bodies and they do pretty crazy things to make some money. And sometimes that's just spicy photos. Sometimes that's doing videos. Sometimes it's interacting with a partner. But I've made a couple of videos more recently calling out guys saying, hey, you're the ones enabling this stuff. I mean, don't hate the game or don't hate the player, hate the game. Well, the reason this game exists is because of supply and demand. The supply will continue to grow as long as the demand is there. And if many of you guys continue, and I'm not saying you guys necessarily on this channel or those watching this video, I'm saying as long as guys, you guys, as in you men out in the world, continue to support this stuff, it will continue to grow. And it will continue to make women behave poorly and make questionable choices. And I think we're helping them go down the road of awful. I really do. And this is the reason why I'm going to do this is because this particular video is because I want you to understand, again, if any of you support this stuff, they hate you. They do not like you. You are a paycheck to them, and they may act like a girlfriend relationship or a relationship experience, or they may, I don't know, somehow give you some sort of feeling of that they care about you, and it's all fake. All you're doing is you're adding Novocaine to or a nerve agent to something that is very, very painful. And so when somebody says, "Oh, I'm in a bad place," and she makes me feel better, or they interact with me and give me a girlfriend experience, you're not fixing anything. You're not making yourself any better. You're just numbing the pain. You're just making it go away by coating it with something that is fake and chemical and awful. And I hope if any of you guys know somebody that does this, share this video with them, because I have no hate on these people. But the problem is you're masking a bigger problem. You're not solving anything for yourself. It's the same, and I give this as an example because this is a problem I've had over the last month or two. I've gained a little bit of weight. And when I say a little bit, I mean like too much weight. When I'm really athletic and healthy, and I'm at my best and my body fat is less than 10%, and I was running ultra marathons, I weighed about 145 pounds. I now weigh 175. That's 30 pounds heavy. You could say that's about 20% too much body fat. Now, this happened because of me visiting family and eating over the holidays and my mother loving cooking and I loving eating cooking. And then when I say, Mom, please, you got to stop cooking, she says, you can lose weight later, but you can't always eat Mom's cooking. And I'm like, well, and that's one of the ways she shows her love. And I'm like, okay, fair enough. And then I ate across the holidays. And then my father got ill and ended up passing away. And I just kept eating. Even when I got here, I'm like, sushi sounds good. Pizza sounds good. Burgers from Five Guys sound, and I just kept eating. There's a point in time where you have to say, okay. Enough is enough. I got to get back on my diet. Well, the same thing happens when you get into this kind of world. You say, you know what? I don't have a good relationship with my family, or college really sucks right now, or my work really sucks right now, or this girl broke up with me and I feel very alone, and I'm going to start padding it with interactions with these girls, or being on these sites, or getting that fake girlfriend experience. For other guys, it may be going out and just guys that can do this, going out and sleeping with an endless amount of women and making them feel better that way. I can tell you now, you're not fixing anything. You're just covering up the problem. And so, again, I'm going to talk about this stuff because I want men to start realizing you're not helping yourself. All you're doing is helping these women, and they actively hate you for it. So there's an article from The Sun. This is a younger girl. She's cute. I know not all of you are into the pear-shaped girls. Some of you are, some of you are not. But the point is, piggy bank. I grew up skint. Now I make $4K a day demanding cash from pay pig men on OnlyFans. Now, pay pig is a very specific subset of guys on OnlyFans, these are guys that like to be humiliated and shamed and told what to do. And for that, they will pay money to these women. And you guys can say all you want about, oh, it's just this particular like, and it's just something some dudes are into. I don't care. It's unhealthy. Allowing yourself to be degraded and put down, it's unhealthy by anybody. But for you to take part of your hard-earned money and pay somebody to do that to you is bordering on mental illness, and you need to stop. You need to stop it. You're never going to better yourself. You're working hard, and that money that's coming in should be bettering yourself. And instead, these guys are out there giving it away. And here a girl that I grew up poor, basically, she's saying, now I make $4K a day demanding cash from these guys on OnlyFans. And I know what many of you would say for $4K a day. Dude, that's a lot of money. That's tons, and it's 4,000 pounds a day, which is like 5,000 US dollars a day. She says, an OnlyFans model who grew up in foster care is now living a lavish lifestyle after becoming a financial dominating person. Alyssa Quinn, 21, demands money from men eager to please her, dubbed pay pigs in the spicy entertainment circles, which helps her to travel the world. So here a girl that basically grew up poor, has not bettered herself in any way, except she's willing to show herself scantily dressed online, is going to live the good life off of the backs of a bunch of sad dudes. That's really what this is. And you know something? I don't blame her. I don't blame her one bit. That's why so many gays, like myself, like others, that see guys that allow their wives to be slept with by other men, a la Mr. Jack Murphy. There's an inner revulsion to that. It's not that it's necessary. I mean, it's gross. My opinion, it's gross. And some of you guys are into it. Hey, like whatever. But to many men, it's gross. When guys see other guys simping, it's gross. When guys see a bully beating up on a weaker man, they get angry at the bully. But what if the weaker guy is a sniveling, cowardly, crying, emotional person? Right? That invites the bullying. Why? Because a lot of people don't like it. It's cringy. Imagine having a president or a leader of your country that breaks down crying because they get a little bit stressed out. Imagine being on a battlefield and the one or two guys in your foxhole are cowering and shivering in fear with their heads down crying for mommy. While you're like, dude, like have my back. We've got to defend ourselves. We have to protect ourselves. Those men they make me sick. I genuinely mean that. Because it's cowardly. It's weak. And these weak men are what brings us into the bad times where everybody suffers. There's a part in Private Ryan where an American and a German are in a wrestling match, like each fighting over a blade. And there's an American right there that could help his buddy out, that could stop this German. And the American gets pinned on the ground, and the blade is slowly coming down into his chest, and it's slowly sinking into this American's chest, killing him. And this weak guy is just sitting there crying. He can't move. He's too scared. And maybe some people feel for that guy, and they say, oh, like, I know what that's like. I know what it's like to be that afraid and to be frozen in fear. But see, as a former military member, as somebody who's taken like Brazilian jiu-jitsu and other fighting things, there's nothing more that drove me nuts in that whole entire movie. And I haven't watched it in 10 years probably, or 8 years, whenever it was it came out. There's nothing worse. There's no more uncomfortable scene than that guy crying while another guy's slowly being ended because he won't do anything. He's paralyzed. Well, men that are supporting this stuff, and you know, I don't I try to be supportive of everybody and their desires and their choices. But there's a certain point where you have to say, dude, you're a loser. You're sad. Okay? Now, this is my opinion. You may think differently about it. But I'm telling you, and maybe I'm on the far extreme away from this stuff. You're working hard. You're bettering yourself. You're putting your time and effort and energy into a job. You're spending hours of your life. You're literally spending your segments of your life so she can have a great life while you may still struggle, while you still may be unhappy. You're doing nothing except giving her a great life. And they hate you. They hate you. And that's what drives. Now, not all, you may say, well, not all of them hate me. This one really likes me. Whatever. But you're still so thirsty that you're willing to give up your values, your value as a man, as an income earner, breaking your back, getting blisters on your hand, so these girls can make fun of you and laugh at you. If that doesn't bother you, you need help. I just genuinely mean that. Because healthy women will never want you. They will never want to be any part of you. Her boyfriend supports her career choice. So basically, you're breaking your back to give money to a woman that hates you so she can hang out and have fun time with her boyfriend. I'm sorry, that just spells 100% loser. Her advertising says no friends, only fans on her pink car that was paid for by you guys out there. And I'm sorry if I say you guys. Like, I know you guys don't. Most of you don't. The spicy worker from Edinburgh stumbled into the industry by mistake, but now reckons it's the best decision she ever made, with some clients gifting as much as £50,000. Alyssa, who used to work in a call center, says, when it came to joining OnlyFans, I signed up literally the minute I turned 18. It all depends on how much effort I want to put into my page, but on a good day, I can make up to £4,000. And my yearly salary is way better than those who work 40 hours a week, 52 weeks of the year, which blows my mind. Yeah, that's you guys, by the way. Not you guys. You guys out there that are doing this. My yearly salary is way better than you dummies that pay me your money. It blows my mind. I didn't grow up with much money, and I have actually been in foster care since the age of 14. So going through everything I've gone through now makes so much money, and being so successful is amazing. She sees herself as rich and successful. She is. But not for really doing anything that's productive for society. But again, no hate on her. No hate on her. Because if I could stand in front of a camera, take off my clothes, and somebody paid me £4,000 a day, I'd be doing it. Won't even lie. I mean, after everybody got done throwing up and crying, I'd still put it out there. You can't hate the game, or you can't hate the player. Hate the game. And it's guys that are playing this game. She said, I always joked if I ever had a news article about me, the title would be Foster Care to Millionaire. Alyssa, who's been with her boyfriend for 4 years, knows the stigma attached to people in her line of work. She's been with him for 4 years. So I don't know how old she is now, but and I mean, the more of this I read, the more it's just going to make you angry. Alyssa, who earns enough to spend a couple weeks traveling every month. She earns enough money every month to travel every other week, basically. She says, findom is when men get off on sending money. I first started after reading about it online. On my first night of tweeting, I had a pay pig send me £200 in Amazon gift cards, and then I got a brand new iPhone bought for me the following month. All I had to do is keep tweeting and putting findom so people could find me. Most of my pay pigs have been like my best friends that I could chat with 1 minute and demand money from the next. How many best friends do you demand money from? And she'll chat with these guys for a little bit of time. Yeah, and then she lets the boyfriend pound her on a pile of cash that these guys paid her. From a guy's perspective, I think most of the time it's loneliness, and so paying for my nails gives them a bit of worthiness. So she says these guys are lonely, but letting them buy me things makes them feel worthy of something. She says, but for some guys, it's because they're a manager, business owner, so they are normally the ones doing the bossing around, and they love it when somebody else bosses them around and takes their hard-earned money. Sorry. For me, that's mental illness. Can you imagine getting mugged on a street, but they don't use anything? They just come up and they like open their blouse and they go, oh, you have to give me your money now. And these guys are like, yes, man. It's afforded her a lifestyle she used to only dream about. She lost her best friend after her boyfriend subscribed to her account and reckons she only has pals in the industry now after working from her phone 24/7. The hardest part about her job, some days my hands hurt after replying to so many messages. I don't know about you, but hey, people over on betterbachelor.locals.com, they message me. It costs them $5 a month to be a member over there and message me. It may take me a little bit of time to get to everybody because I get so many messages. I'm typing out. Don't hear me whining about my hand cramps, and she's doing it for hundreds and thousands. Well, here's Quora. Now, Quora is where people can just type questions and other people answer it. Somebody says, what is PayPig? What's the difference between PayPig and a Splenda daddy, a sweet daddy? This Candace Pierce replies, and this is from August 2021. It's recent. PayPigs are pathetic men who give me money to make them realize how much potential they lack. They get punished by fining because they're rarely good. But it's important to be ethical. It's fun to play and embarrass them and get them close to feeling ruined, but don't actually ruin them. I use a consent contract. It keeps things within limits and keeps it above board. The sweet daddies are dudes with lots of money who just spoil women. This is a type of relationship. Now, the difference is the guys get something back for their money if they're one of these daddy dudes, right? They pay. It's a pay to play. They pay. They get something back out of it. But if you're just following an OnlyFans, they don't like you. They even have websites here. Ultimate Findom Guide, how to get pay pigs that will send you $10,000+. Building a brand. You see, none of this is real. It's building a brand. It's advertising. Building a social media brand. How to find them on Twitter. How to find them on Instagram. Building your brand across different sites. Tips on interacting with them. First, let them come to you. You don't want to seem desperate. You want to put out that you're the dynamic and power in the relationship. You control everything. That means they come crawling to you. The second thing to do is never do anything unless they pay up. And you know what? Over time, my opinion on this stuff is changing. I used to feel like giving the women a little bit of a hard time because they're putting themselves out there for money. But the truth is, I think it's the men's fault. When you ease up the demand, the supply dries up. Here in the United States, there's no demand for a lot of weird foods that I found overseas. They're just not here. Or if they are, they're down the foreign foods aisle and they have 3 bottles of something that's very odd. Why does some of the most popular fruits and foods that I found in the Philippines or Thailand or wherever, why do they not exist here? Because there is just no demand. So they don't supply it. So now I know a lot of you guys don't like this stuff as far as like you're not into it. But I'm telling you now, I think we should maybe bring back some shaming. My mind has changed on this. If you know friends that give their hard-earned money away to these women that actively hate them, they may pretend to be a girlfriend or somebody that cares about them. They actively hate them. You're their income. That's all you are. I don't know. Maybe have a chat with them. But everything you're getting is fake. The like that she shows you, the sweet words that she says, oh, I miss you so much. Oh, I always love hearing from you. You're a great one. It's all a lie. And you guys, the guys that are into this, are just buying into it. You're just buying into the lie. This is in no way going to improve your life. It's no way going to get you to a better mental state. Fix yourselves. Fix yourselves, because this ain't it. All right, let's do a dating profile of the day. All right, there's not much on this one. This is kind of short, simple, and to the point. Again, nothing about her, guys. It's not about, you don't need to know what she offers. It's what you bring. You must provide. What do you bring? She's 27. I don't even have a photo for this. Someone just clipped it out. I found this, I think, on Reddit. She's 27. About her. I have 5 kids from 5 different fathers. Your role in my life would be their father. Nothing else. That's it. That's the entire thing. Okay.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't think so, sir.
Here's the thing. So many of you guys are like, oh, these are fake. They don't need to be fake. I've seen ones like this personally. There's members on my forums that literally have the full screenshot captured. I see the face, I see where they live, I see the distance, I see the profile. And some of the ones that I get over there in private messages and stuff have 5 screens of it, 5 different photos with 5 different... This stuff is real. But so many times it's so bad, it's so ridiculous that people are just like, I can't believe this. I don't believe you. This is not real. We're there. And if you don't believe they're real, install Tinder. I don't even have it on my phone anymore. Haven't in years. Install it and get to swipe and get on. Bumble you won't find quite as crazy. Get on Tinder. As a matter of fact, get on Tinder, set your range to like 100 miles, and if you're over on my forums, or you can email me, it's on my YouTube under the About page. There's a contact, beingthebestbachelor@gmail.com. Open it up and send them to me. I get thousands of, or at one point I had thousands of these, and then my old computer died and the hard drive went bad. And I had to start over again. I'm back up to hundreds of these. I can go through one after another after another. I have 5 kids from 5 different fathers. Your role in my life would be their father, nothing else. What does that... And you know something? She'd probably find one of these weirdo pay pigs that would be like, oh, I'm into that. I don't know. Change your life, guys. If you have friends that are into this, if you're into this, like, find yourself a healthy place. Stop working for other people. I mean, basically, it's like getting taxed an incredible amount on your paycheck just to look at bobs and vagin. Like, stop doing it. You're masking other problems that you have in your life. And I know the vast majority of you that are listening to this are like, well, that's not me. Maybe you know somebody. Maybe when you're on forums and somebody starts talking about this stuff, throw a little shame in there. Give them a hard time. Call them a simp. Call them a loser. We need to stop this. And the women are not going to stop because they're making money. They're getting rich off of these guys. Why would you stop? Again, if you guys were able to just, I don't know, post shirtless stuff or wank off in front of the video camera and you get paid tens of thousands of dollars, don't even lie. You'd probably do it yourself. You might have some sleepless nights and feel bad about yourself, but you'd be laying on a bed of money. Stop doing it for these women. And if you know guys that are doing this, have a talk with them. And if you guys, get angry at me because you're like, oh, well, you just don't understand, just stop. I'm sorry. But working your life away for somebody else and somehow that makes you feel better, you're the losers they make fun of. They hate you. They hate you. And to be honest with you, I'm going to make fun of you because this stuff has to stop. These are the weak men that are tearing down society today. Guys, if you'd like to support my work, links are below as always. If you have, thank you very much. And the best way you can support me is like, comment, share, subscribe. Check me out over on betterbachelor.locals.com, where I've got about 50,000 other members that are enjoying the website over there. And if you become a supporter today for $5 a month, you can join me on the forums. You can private message me, and you can actually interact with all of the special features that we have over on the forums, as well as getting unique movie nights, live streams, and of course, videos that are one-off for supporters only. So join me over on betterbachelor.locals.com.